Hello, it's Flea from Flea Reads. You've probably been wondering, hey, what is Flea gonna do for Books of the Video? Books of the Year video. And so throughout this video, please note my awesome bubble hat. It's awesome. I'm going to be talking about some of the best books of 2015 for 10 and up. So our first book is Mort by Terry Pratchett. It's in the Discworld series. It's the fourth one. And death comes to us all. When he came to Mort, he offered him a job. No! So that's Mort. That's my complete first one, and it's very good.
2.
So this is the second book. It's part of a series. It's called Dark Lord, A Fiend in Need. It's hard to say. A Fiend in Need. Teddy's a fluff ball right now, sleeping. She's probably exactly like the kid in this story. Dark Lord, The Teenage Years is the first book. I've been reading a lot of sci-fi and fantasy this year. This is sort of quite a fantasy book. I've been reading quite a lot of comic book, graphic novel stuff. So the next one is, note what I literally just said on the second book. Joker, Death of the Family. I swear this book will make you feel about the Joker in a different way. Instead of just thinking he was a mindless psycho, he is a mindless psycho with an even psychoer plan. Nothing happened. So the next book is Timmy Failure, Now Look What You've Done. Now look what you've done, you idiot! It's part of the Timmy Failure series. I think in one of my other ones I mentioned the first one, but this is the second one. It's blue instead of red, and it says helpful number 2. Greatness from Domino's. TM. So now, this book is it's sort of like a Diary of the Wimpy Kid book, except he's a lot more descriptive, and he has a pet polar bear. It's sort of a quirky book. It's very original. It is. Paper Towns. I read this towards the beginning of the year, and they've just come out with a movie of it. I saw the movie in America, and there's I have a Greek flight. I read it on the flight, and it's a book about a boy. This one's for slightly older kids because it does swear quite a lot. Well, so and it's about a boy who's in love with this girl called Margot Roth Spiegelman, who takes him out on a night of adventure and crime and 11 things that they need to do involving dead fish. And it's very good. It's by John Green, the author of Number 6 is World of Warriors, A New Hero. This is actually from an author visit from our school. The guy came to our school, but I was off because I was ill. And it's based on. Well, I wonder if some of you have a game on your phone called World of Warriors. This is like it, but in realness. Look at it in all its glory. All its glory. And it's a very good. It's a very good one. It's about I don't really know what the word is. A kid from London, teenager, and he's schoolboy. It uses. I think that's right. And he's from London and gets transported to the Wildlands, and he has to assemble a team to defeat the evil Bone Shaker. Book number 7 is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Thank you, my assistant. And this book is about a boy called, they call him Bod because they don't really know what else to call him. Because It's sort of a graphic novel, but sort of a book at the same time. Some of you Neil Gaiman is quite famous, and it's a graphic adaptation by P. Greg Russell. It's about a boy called Bod whose family have been murdered, so the keeper of the graveyard, Silas, takes him in, and he gets raised by ghosts. It's very mysterious. Book number 8 is the new David Walliams book. Dust jackets can be annoying sometimes. So, this is David Walliams' Grandpa's Great Escape. It's about a boy whose grandfather thinks he's still in the Second World War, and he's a bit crazy. And they get into a lot of adventures together. It's sort of like, and he goes into an old folks home called Twilight Towers, which is like really bad because they just steal all their money and make out their wills and stuff. Number 9 is Broccoli Boy by Frank Cottrell Boyce. He can't actually float. He's basically broccoli. The slogan for this book is "Green by day, hero by night." TN. And this book is about a regular boy who sort of gets a disease, maybe? He's caught it and his skin turns green, and he goes into a hospital and he becomes a superhero. He sneaks out in the middle of the night with another boy who's got it, skin green, and then they meet up with a girl who's, it's quite complicated trying to explain it, but it's not. And finally, for the number 10. The 10. About 50% of these books have dust jackets on. And this book is by Stan Lee. Some of you are probably like, Stanley who? Stanley who? Stanley Weber? But this is Stan, then Lee. He basically created Marvel, but some people say Jack Kirby did, but I think Stan Lee did. And he's made a book called The Zodiac Legacy. It's sort of the Chinese zodiac, and you sort of get powers from it if you are in the same vicinity as a certain chemical, and you get special powers. It's about a boy called Stephen Lee. Stephen Lee, and he gets the powers while he's on a school trip to China. And he meets up with a tech guy and this girl called, I forgot what she's called. Sorry. They call it a Vanguard, the evil people in it. And yeah, I would definitely recommend reading this book. It is the best. Thank you very much for watching my video. I do hope you buy some of these books. Comment down below about any books that you think I might like to read, and if you do read the books, give me what you think of them, like 4 out of 5 stars, 1 out of 5. That would hurt my feelings. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye!